We're starting over. We're working on a deep stretch class today. I apologize for the issues with audio, but I believe we are back up. I can see some of you, so hopefully you can see me. We are starting today with a deep stretch class, and if you heard this already, I apologize. I'll go over it real quick. I just wanted to talk about props real quickly. If you don't have yoga props at home, such as a bolster or blocks, you can use things you have around the house. For example, instead of a bolster, grab a blanket and fold it up into the same shape as your bolster. That's an easy switch. And instead of blocks, you can use hardcover books. So these work as great sturdy blocks. Maybe grab 2 or 4 about the same thickness. And then finally, instead of your yoga strap, you can use a belt. You can also use a tie or a towel. So lots of options for yoga props at home. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, apologize. So grabbing your bolster or blanket, whatever you got. If you have a very firm pillow, you could use that too, but the softer pillows you sleep on are probably gonna be too soft. So grabbing your blanket or bolster. Set that one to the side. One bolster is gonna come on top of your block or book or both. And then your second one will come right behind it so that you are creating this yoga ramp with your bolster. And you'll see now the bolster's at an angle to support you. So we're gonna start with our spinal twist, bringing your right hip to the center of your prop. Let the feet be separated and the knees just sort of fall to the right. Let your hands come to either side of your props as your belly now lays down on your bolster. And if it's okay for you, maybe the left ear comes down. And if that's too deep, just let the right ear come down as you start in this gentle spinal twist. Maybe allow the eyes to close. And as you lay here, see if you can relax through the shoulders, especially if you're on props. Let go of the shoulders. Let the belly be soft in your twist. Continue breathing in and out through the nose. See if you can allow that breath to be your focus so that the mind doesn't wander off to what the kiddos are doing or where the dog went. Allowing your inhale to be maybe a 4, 5, or 6 count. And see if you can let that exhale match your inhale. Just one more breath on this side. And then slide the hands down towards you as you push into your palms and press up. We're going to take the same twist on the other side. So bring your knees back through center. Keep your feet separated. And this time, knees are going to drop to the left. As you rotate your body, let the hip come right up against the bolster. Hands will frame your props as the belly leans back down. As you take the same twist now on the other side. Allowing the eyes to either close or gaze softly at nothing in particular. Checking back in with yourself. Are the shoulders tense? And you soften through the belly. One more breath. And slide those hands back underneath your shoulders. And push yourself back up. Moving back through center. Come to an easy seat. Don't worry about the props yet, we'll get there. Although if this is uncomfortable for you, you can sit up on blankets, allowing the hips to be up over the knees. Let's begin in the neck. Hands just rest comfortably on your knees. Drop the right ear now to the right shoulder. Then extend the left fingertips to the ground beside you. Keeping the chin low, look down towards the right knee. Just moving that stretch to a different part of the neck. Let the chin come back up and through center. Left ear drops towards the left shoulder. You hear my dog snoring? She's right here. Extend those right fingertips to the ground beside you. And let your chin drop towards that left shoulder. Come back through center. Drop the chin down to the chest. Let the shoulders relax. And then reach the chin all the way up to the ceiling, opening the throat. Allow the chin to come back to neutral and gently shake the head no. Let all of that settle into the neck. Continuing in our upper body, we're going to move towards the thoracic spine, the top part of your spine just below your neck. Moving some of your props out of the way. If you're using a blanket, you're going to roll the blanket into a ball like this. Or if you have a bolster, let the bolster come horizontally towards the top of your mat, and then grab a block or a soft pillow if you have it behind it to support the neck. We're going to lay down on our props so that the top of the shoulder comes off and that the bolster's along the shoulder blade. The head can either rest on your block, or it can fall back if that's okay for your neck. But here we're opening up through the chest, the collarbone, that thoracic spine. And once you land here, can you soften? Again, you can use the props to support your neck if this bothers your neck in any way, or if you have any sort of neck injury, any sort of issue with your cervical spine. And close the eyes. Allowing the belly to be soft. You relax into the support of your props. As you enjoy the peaceful sounds of my dog snoring during her mid-morning nap, maybe you can take that moment as an opportunity to focus in on your breath. Inhaling to a 4, 5, or 6 count. And let the exhale match the inhale. Allowing yourself a little bit of space here. Space for distractions. Since we're all at home, we need to be a little more flexible, unintended, with our surroundings. Just one more breath here. Thank you. Bring the hands down by your side. Engage your belly as you begin to make your way up. Sliding your props away. We'll use them again in a moment. Allow all the props to come away. As you lay all the way down on your back, taking a full body stretch from fingers to toes. And then walk the feet to the bottom right corner of your mat. And walk the hands to the top right corner of your mat.
So that you created this banana shape, this sort of crescent moon shape with your body. Breathing into this left rib cage. Let the hands and feet come back through center. Stretch long. And as you exhale, walk your feet to the bottom right corner of your mat, maybe into props. And then walk the hands to the bottom top left corner. So same shape on the other side. And pause here for a few rounds of breath. Making your way back through center. Hug both knees into your body. And rock gently from side to side. Opening the arms out wide like a T. This time back of the hand on the earth. Taking another spinal twist. Knees are going to drop over to the right. And either look directly above you, or if it's okay in your neck, look over that left shoulder. And here we want to keep this left shoulder on the earth. So to do that, you may need to prop up the knees a little bit, a bolster or a block. In front of this fire because it's getting nice and toasty. So I'm just going to use my block to support my knees. That's an option. If you don't need the support, you don't have to use it. Allow the next inhale to bring your knees back into center. Pause here just for a moment. And with your next exhale, let the knees drop over to the left. Again, you can use props to support the knees if the low back is tight. And try to keep this right shoulder on the earth. Let the belly be soft in your twist. And just a few more rounds of breath here. Allow those knees to come back through center on the inhale. Plug them into your body. Maybe rock side to side as you massage through this low back. And then bring your feet down to the earth. Knees are going to stay bent. We're going to move through a couple of dynamic bridges, and then we'll settle into a nice supported bridge. So hands down by your side. Now engage the belly. Let the belly be strong. And as you take a breath in, lift the hips up and extend the arms overhead. And as you take a breath out, slowly roll hands and hips back down. Inhale, press into the feet, rising up. Exhale, rolls you back down one vertebrae at a time. Let's do one more. Inhale, rising up, arms extend overhead. And as you exhale, roll back down. Keep your knees bent, feet to the earth. Grab one of your props. You can use one of your books. You can use your bolster like I am. As we move into a supported bridge. And as you do this, keep the gaze looking directly above you. Try not to look side to side so you're protecting your neck. As you press into your feet, slide one of your props, could be your bolster, could be a book, underneath your tailbone. It's going to be below the waistband so that you're supporting the bottom portion of your spine, your sacrum spine. And again, you can adjust the height of your props, probably not with a book. Maybe add a second book if you like, a little more height. And here, keep your knees right in line with your hips. Don't let the knees open up really wide here. Try to keep the knees right in line with the hips. And if there's still tightness in your low back, then just adjust your prop a little lower to kind of help that tightness out instead of working against it. Taking this moment to focus back on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You can stay here with the knees bent, or you could create a slightly deeper stretch by extending your legs long onto your mat. This will also add a stretch through the front part of your hip. And if that's too deep, you can just bend into your knees again. So decide what feels better for you, knees bent or legs extended. And we'll take a few more rounds of breath. Bending back into your knees if the legs are extended. Press into your feet and lift the hips up as you slide your prop away. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Let the knees come together and keep your feet wide apart as you release that low back into the earth. Walking your feet now underneath the knees. Hug them into your body. Rock from side to side. Place your feet on the earth. Let the knees drop over to the right. Let the left hand come to the ground as you push yourself up. We're going to come on to our bellies next and do a little bit more in the back and shoulders, and then we'll head to hips and hamstrings. So coming on to, I'm going to face you guys so you can see this a little better. Coming on to your belly. Bring the hands down underneath the shoulders, and as you inhale, press into the palms, press top of the feet into the earth or fireplace for baby cobra. I can see Genevieve and Stella right now, and it is absolutely amazing. And lower back down. We'll do that 2 more times. We'll move with our breath as you inhale. Rise up. As you exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Go for a slightly deeper back bend now. Slide the hands out in front of you into Sphinx pose. And we'll come to the side so you can see. So Sphinx pose, your shoulders are directly underneath your elbows are under your shoulders. There we go. Let the belly be strong and press the top of the feet into the earth. Look forward as the chest comes through the arms. Let the elbows come wide. Fingers come together and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Bending your knees and windshield wiping the feet from side to side. Let the feet come back to the earth as we rise back up into our Sphinx pose. Chest coming through the arms, pressing into the top of the feet with a strong belly. Take a peek over that right shoulder. Wish you could see my dog right now sleeping with her tongue hanging out. It's amazing. Coming back through center. And then take a peek over that left shoulder. Back through center. Breath in. Let the exhale lower you back down. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Last back bend. Rising back up. So if this is enough, stay right here. If this feels good on your back. You have a little more space in your back and you can go a little deeper. Turn your palms towards the corners of your mat. And begin to press into the palms as you engage the belly and rise up into seal. Now, if this is too much, you can lower the elbows back down. So wherever your back is comfortable, be there and breathe. Lower the elbows down if they're lifted. Let the palms come together as the elbows go wide. Forehead to back of your hands. And then rock the feet side to side. Release your feet and come back into child's pose. So bring the big toes to touch. Knees come as wide as it feels comfortable as you sink your hips back to your heels and extend your hands to the top of your mat. If your forehead doesn't comfortably reach the earth, then grab your block and let the forehead rest on your block. Just one more breath here in child's pose. So we're going to start to move into shoulders more now, grabbing your books or blocks, whatever you got. Place them at the top of your mat, and then just rest your hands on the blocks for a little bit of a deeper stretch through the top of the shoulder here. If you need to, you can stack props for a deeper stretch. Just one more breath here. As you inhale, rising up, moving into a tabletop position. We're going to move our props to the side. We'll use them in a bit. Coming into your tabletop as I adjust my yoga pants and shirt. Stacking joints here. We're going to thread our needle. So let's start with this right arm. As you inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. And before we start, take a few circles here, bringing movement to that right shoulder joint. Rotate the opposite direction. Once you come back up one more time, pause here, stretching long. And then as you exhale, we're going to thread the needle by bringing this right hand through the left and dropping right shoulder and ear all the way down. If this is uncomfortable, let the props support you, maybe an ear to a block. Let this left hand extend to the top of your mat. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can add on that left leg by kickstanding the leg out to the side, and that's going to roll you onto your shoulder blade and the back of your head a bit more, giving you a deeper stretch if you need it. If you don't need it, don't do it. If that leg is extended, bring the leg back in. Let that left hand come underneath the shoulder as you push that right arm back up. Top hand comes down. We're going to do that on the other side. So let's start by taking a few rotations through the left shoulder. Left arm reaches high. And then make your big sweeping circles on this side. Rotating one direction. And then go the other way. Once that arm is back up,
Pause here. And then thread your needle on this side. Left shoulder and ear come down. Right hand to the top of your mat. If you'd like to add on, you can kickstand that right foot out to the side. Let that foot come back. Bring the right hand under the shoulder as you reach the left arm high. Let that top hand come back down. A little more shoulder stretch here, coming all the way down onto your belly. And grab one of your props, something to support your head. We're going to move into another shoulder stretch. We did sort of this outer shoulder blade area. We're going to move to the front part of the shoulder in the deltoid. So extend your right hand right out from the shoulder. Let the palm be on the earth. That thumb should be right about in line with your nose. And then the left hand will come underneath the shoulder as you roll to the right side body. And this prop can be used like a pillow. So you can stay here with your legs stacked. Or if you've got a little more space, you can bend that left knee and place the foot on the earth behind you. And then see if you can take this left arm and let it fall towards your low back. So now we're opening up through the chest, collarbone, as well as the shoulders. Take one more breath on this side. And then stack your legs back together as you slowly come on to your belly. We'll do that on the other side. Extending your left arm long. That hand is right in line with the shoulder. Right hand will move underneath the right shoulder as you now roll on to the left side body. Hi, Stella. And let this right hand maybe fall to that low back so you can continue to open through the heart. And if it's okay for you, maybe even that right foot comes behind you, opening you up just a bit more. If it's too much, just keep the legs stacked.
Almost there. Beginning to make your way back. Stacking right leg on the left. Right hand moves in front of you as you slowly make your way onto your belly once again. Bring both hands under the shoulders. And this time come back into seed pose, bending the knees, hips to heels. Let the hands come down by your feet as the forehead rests on the earth. Let the shoulders broaden across your back. Making your way up to seated. We'll move now into hips and hamstrings. For our hips and hamstrings, we're going to use our strap or belt or tie, whatever you got, grab that. Make your way onto your back. Let the strap sit by your side just for a moment as you bring that right knee into the body. And start by hugging the knee in and rotate through this right ankle as slow as you can, one direction, and then rotate it in the opposite direction. Allow that foot to come back to stillness. And then gently rock the knee from side to side. Starting to get a little movement into that right hip socket. And then start making circles with this right knee as you bring a little more movement in now. Rotate that knee the other direction. Let the knee come back into the body. Grab your strap and place the strap around the ball of your foot just below your toes. And then extend the foot to the sky. Here we want to keep the foot flexed, engaging muscles along the leg. And start by bringing the foot kind of far away from you so that the leg is nice and straight. It could be here, depending on how the hamstrings feel today. And slowly, as the hamstrings begin to stretch and relax and open, you can start to draw this foot a little closer to your body. And if you can, slide the hands down the prop so that the elbows are resting on the earth and it's not so much of a struggle. Pay attention to this right knee. If the right knee starts bending, it's an indication you're going a little deeper than your leg wants to, so just back off a little bit. And let the strap now come into this right hand. We're going to open the leg out to the right. I'm going to need to move around to do that. Make sure you have enough space. So as this leg opens to the right, A little more space. You can utilize your props here to support you. Maybe grab a block or a book and let the foot rest on your prop. So we moved into this inner thigh stretch. See if you can keep this left hip on the earth. Almost there. Let this right foot come back up through center. And we're gonna bring the right foot over to the left, but we're only gonna go halfway to start. So we're gonna keep the right hip on the mat. Don't let it lift. And just start to bring this right foot across the body. So we've gotten into this IT band here, the outer part of your right leg. Keep your foot flexed and engaged. That'll give you a bit more sensation. And then we're gonna let this right foot fall all the way over to the left. Again, you can utilize props to support your foot. Keep this right arm opened out to the right. So you're back in another twist, but you've added this IT band stretch to it, even up into this glute. Almost there. Let this right foot come back through center. Move the strap now into this right hand again. And we're gonna take half happy baby. So bend the knee in towards the shoulder. And as you do, keep the ball of your foot lifting up to the ceiling. One more breath here. Release the strap from the foot. Bend your left knee and place the foot on the earth so that you can now cross the right ankle over the left knee for half pigeon on our back. Start here with the left foot on the earth, taking your right hand, gently push the right knee away. And make sure that this right foot slides across the knee. You can stay here if it's enough, but if you need a little more, pick up the left leg and grab hold of your left thigh. And as you pull this right knee into the body, maybe you take your right elbow and push the knee away, creating some resistance. Release that left foot to the ground if it's lifted. Cross the right knee over the left. And lift both feet up. And if you can, grab hold of the calves. If you got a little more space, maybe you slide the hands down to the feet. And try to pull your feet away. And gently release. Unwind your feet. Extend both legs long onto your mat. And just pause here a moment and feel the energy down this right leg. Feel the difference between the right and left side. And then we'll do all of those fun things on the other side and even out. Left knee draws into the body. Pause here. Start in the ankle as you rotate slowly. Don't rush it. One direction. And then rotate the other way. Bring the foot back to stillness. And let's move this left knee from side to side. Gradually making circles with the knee, creating some bigger movements. Rotating it the other direction. You really all wish you could nap as well as my dog Penelope can. It's impressive. She slept since she woke up this morning. Come back through center. Grab your strap and place it around the ball of your left foot and extend that foot up to the ceiling. Again, start with the foot far away. Be gentle with yourself. You haven't done anything in the hamstrings. And slide the hands down your prop. Keeping your foot flexed. As the hamstring opens, you can start to bring that foot a little closer until that knee starts to bend, and that's when you know you're going too far. And you back off just a little. So maybe just a little more space. Now grab the strap into the left hand. We're going to let this leg open out to the left. Let that foot come back up through center. Moving the strap into your right hand. Keep your foot flexed and then keep this left hip on the earth as that foot starts to come across the body just about halfway, maybe even a little less. Feeling the stretch all along the outer part of this leg. And then you can let that foot fall all the way over to the side. That fireplace is toasty. Open out this left arm. Keep your left arm and shoulder to the earth. So you may need to prop up the foot. Allow that left foot to come back through center. Moving into our half happy baby. So bending left knee in towards the shoulder. Try to keep the ball of your foot lifting up towards the ceiling. It may take you out of the posture a little, but that's okay. Okay. Gently release the strap from that foot. Bend into the right knee. And then cross this left ankle over the right knee. So the heel is completely across that right knee. And then gently push the left knee away. You can stay right here if this is enough stretch, or you can pick up the right foot and grab hold of the thigh, creating a deeper stretch in your half pigeon. And maybe you even use your left elbow to push that knee away as the hands pull the knee in. Almost there. Release that foot. Unwind your left leg and extend both legs long onto your mat. And then notice the difference in that left leg now as you feel the energy running through the left leg. Extend your arms long overhead. Big breath in. As you exhale, knees into the body. Rock gently from side to side. Moving into Shavasana, or rest. Let your feet come to the earth. If your low back bothers you, then slide your blanket or bolster underneath your knees for support. Otherwise, extend the legs long. Relax your feet. Relax the muscles in your belly, in your shoulders. Let the face be soft. And forever long your household allows you, let your eyes be closed and take rest. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring gentle movements back to the toes, up to the fingers, and eventually rocking your head gently from side to side. Extending the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. Bringing your knees back into the body one more time. Gently making your way onto your favorite side. Pausing here for just a moment. And then slowly rising up to a seated position. Let your hands come to prayer at the center of your heart. Either look down over the fingers or close your eyes. We'll finish class with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose.
and sigh it out of the mouth. Again, inhale. This time, pause at the top for 3, 2, 1. Sigh it all out. Last one, breathe in. Sip in a bit more air. And then let it go. Thank you for joining me today in your home, on your mat. Whatever that looked like was okay. We have practices for you all week. We are grateful to still share this time with you. All that is light and true inside of me truly honors and appreciates all that is light and true inside of each one of you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Bye, Stella. I see you. We have classes for you all week. The iShine ambassadors have wanted to continue to reach out to you with yoga classes. So join us, check the schedule online, and that's all I have for you today. Bye.